Road, about 7 miles northeast of Neosho. The highway patrol says the Chevy Suburban they were in went off the road and hit a tree. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The other youth had moderate injuries. He was taken to a Joplin hospital. No names were released. Have you received a traffic citation text message demanding payment for a fine? The Vernon County Sheriff's Office says they are part of a scam. Authorities say you should never respond. They're completely fake, and replying could put malware on your phone. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KCRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine with highs and the low 70s today. We'll see mostly clear skies tonight. Lows dropping down to 43. Sunshine and 70 for Tuesday. Gorgeous still on Wednesday as we see more sunshine with a high near 72.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
39 in Commerce, 37 in Pittsburgh, 43 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
It's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Damien from Joplin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Damien. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, don't forget you can go to the KIX website, to the Morning KIX page. There's a button on there you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 15 minutes away from your chance to guess when the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
$2,127.50. That could be yours to start off the week with if you can be caller number 5 and tell us what the sound is at 7:20.
Here's Justin Moore.
On KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy day after Easter. Also, I have not pointed this out yet this morning, but what is this thing we got going on today?
It's called black.
Both going black with the not full sleeve action going on here.
I have a short sleeve shirt on.
And I have a short-ish sleeve shirt on. See, Jimmy said, oh, look, they dressed alike.
Of course, Jimmy would notice because she's preparing her menu.
Oh, boy.
I've had this shirt for like a year or so, but I did not have any black T-shirts. Finding a plain black T-shirt is a heck of a challenge. So Friday night, my wife needed to go drop off some things. There's a couple of things here. Number one, Amazon returns. Amazon is doing something with their return process. I don't know what it is, but it's manipulative, and I don't like it. Huh?
So you can't actually return things.
Yeah, you can.
It's so difficult that you're just like, well, might as well not.
Well, no, they're still doing it, but they are. Okay, so number one, today's the 6th.
Today's the 6th, yes.
Let me get this done so I can focus. They have changed. They're adding to their return locations. So it used to be it was, UPS store.
Yeah.
Then it was UPS store and Kohl's. Now it's UPS store, Kohl's, and FedEx. And there's also multiple UPS drop-off locations. So I believe there's about 3 of those. Kohl's, and then I think there's a couple of FedEx locations.
Okay.
So if you have one item, number one, they automatically try to shuffle you to Kohl's. That's the first one that they put on the top of the list now.
Okay.
To get to the UPS store, you have to do a pull-down window, which makes it a little hard to find if you're just really quickly going in and doing a return. Right. You have to deep menu dive to get to the UPS store, which arguably is the most convenient one. At least it is for me. I mean, for others, it might be, if you're on that side of town, Kohl's might be the option. That's the idea behind this, is convenience sake. It's close to where you are in a bigger suburban area. Now, if you pull down, then it makes you choose from the 3 different UPS locations, which is another pull down menu. If you just choose UPS, it will automatically delegate you to one of those 3. Then, if you have multiple items you're returning, if you're just doing one item, no problem. You go through, you do all that, you get your return done.
Right.
However, if you have multiple items, it will say, where would you like to take your first item? You choose, let's say, the UPS store. It will say, fine, here's your receipt, blah, blah, blah. And then it shows that the return is finished. Let's say you had 3 items. The other 2 items, it will relegate automatically to Kohl's. There is no way
very annoying
to correct that. Or if there is, I haven't been able to figure it out. I mean, and I've gone deep dive into this. I had to go and cancel the return both times. One time, had to get Amazon assistance to go in and force it to route it to the return location of my choice.
Why would you just not default to, okay, the person has picked this as their location, so default that location for the rest of your returns? That feels like the obvious choice there.
Right. And then if you want to do a deep menu dive, because the reason that I say this is based on this evidence, I think that Amazon's trying to control traffic to its, I don't know. Maybe they have a deal with Kohl's or they have a deal. I don't know what the motivation here is, but they've made it really, really difficult. And I feel like there's an ulterior motive behind it.
I mean, it's Bezos, I'm sure.
Probably.
I don't know what that is.
Either that, or is it just real shoddy app design? There seems to be a lot of that going on too, where the engineers just have no real connection with how humanity works.
Have you tried doing it from the desktop? See if it's any easier that way?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? No.
No. I tried it, canceled it, went to the desktop, tried to do it, and it did the exact same thing. So anyway, with that in mind, my wife said, hey, no problem. I need to go drop these things off at Kohl's anyway, and then we'll go find you a black T-shirt. You needed a couple of those. So we went to Kohl's, and when she went to have it scanned, the woman said, she brought up, she goes, I have 2 emails with different scan codes. They do a scan code for each item. The lady said, no, you have 1 scan code. It's good for all of them. Did it, took the items. Well, then there was a hold placed on her return because it was only scanned through the 1 item. So she went back yesterday to try to straighten that out. They're closed because it's Easter.
Yeah, of course.
So it's become this, I mean, what used to be just a simple, you go in, you scan, you put the sticker on the bag, you throw it in the deal. That's it.
Here we go. 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
Beautiful sunshine today, highs in the low 70s. It is 43 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the week's forecast in about 15 minutes.
Plus your chance to guess when the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound in just 9 minutes.
Look at all the cash, too. $2,127.50. Who wouldn't want to start their week off with that?
I would. I want it, please. I want all that money.
Not you. Anyone else but her.
Fine.
623-1025 to be caller number 5 in just 12 minutes.
It's Carrie Underwood.
On KIX 102.5. I don't know why I did the number. That's weird.
I don't know. It felt in the moment, I suppose. So where did you actually find your black shirt?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I thought while we're there, we'll go through and look.
Yeah, at Kohl's.
Yeah. Kohl's. I mean, got a lot of, a plain black T-shirt.
Basic.
That ought to be like Kohl's-centric, right? Because they don't have a lot of fashion stuff. But they've got a lot of basic stuff.
Yeah.
And usually higher quality basic stuff. Big old stack of T-shirts on a deal, main kiosk. Not one medium in the whole bunch. They had, I counted over 30 smalls. Mm-hmm. I counted 10 large, and I don't know how many extra large and everything. Not one medium. So is this just a store manager thing, or is it a corporate thing on how they choose inventory?
It's probably a corporate thing.
You think they would realize?
I know when I worked at Dollar General, our manager had no actual say in what we got.
On inventory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we would scan what was out or what was low, of course, but it was really up to corporate on how much of what we got.
So how often do you do that scan?
It was done once a week. And then they would relegate staffing off of that, what was scanned, what was needed, what was sold.
Relegate staffing, what do you mean?
So if they were seeing that more merchandise was sold during a specific week, they would allow more hours for the store for scheduling employees for the following week.
I got
if sales were down.
Based on that. Regardless, let's say like it was Black Friday this week.
Correct.
And then, okay.
Correct.
So
It was stupid.
what a bad model.
Yes, it was a pain. Yes.
I'm disconnected. I'm sitting in my ivory tower and I'm just making formula
Correct.
based on absolutely nothing.
So it would be like 2 days before Christmas, and we're getting railed because the week before, no one was doing their last minute shopping at Dollar General.
Right.
Now that it is week of, everybody wants their
What a
last minute stuff.
bad management model. Anyway, so
Morning, Christine.
we went through and looked in all the other parts of the store.
Yeah.
One medium shirt in the whole place. It was a dry fit, which I didn't want a dry fit. I wanted a normal cotton T-shirt.
Yeah.
Nope. So the thing is, I didn't want to go to H&M. H&M has lots of black T-shirts.
Yeah.
But they've gone into this whole thing of loose fit. And I don't want loose fit. I want a normal fitting T-shirt, normal fitting black T-shirt. And the problem with ordering online is you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how it's going to fit.
Up to 50% off site-wide for H&M.
So anyway, we decided instead that we go look at American Eagle. I didn't figure I'd find one because they go through all sorts of color things. Black is not one of their mainstays. They had every color except for black.
Of course they did.
Stopped and got Gina some shoes, and then we went to JCPenney. JCPenney, kind of like Kohl's, another one of the department stores that has all your basics, your amenities. Went up the stairs, went to the men's department. Not one medium shirt in
my
the whole
gosh.
place. Not one medium T-shirt anywhere to be found. Not just black, in other colors. No mediums.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking through black mediums at H&M. Out of stock at North Park Mall. Out of stock at North Park Mall.
I'm telling you.
North Park Mall.
What the heck is going on? So anyway, finally, I gave up. I was like, well, let's go see what H&M. I know they're not going to have it. H&M had.
Yeah.
But the problem with H&M T-shirts is you can wear them 4 times and then throw them away. They're not any good after you wash them.
So you must have got one of the last mediums then.
I actually got 2 of them. I actually bought one other medium at... Where did I get the other one at? I bought one. It was a dry fit one.
Yeah.
I think it was at Kohl's. Was it? I can't. No. Oh, I know what I did. I left one out. We went to the sports place up by where the expo was. What's the name of that?
Academy? Dunham?
No. That's not where the expo was. Or the shop, Pop and Shop. Up there by that. It's not Hibbert's, it's the other one.
Dunham's?
Dunham's, right?
Yeah, Dunham's.
We went in there. And I mean, the ridiculous thing about Dunham's, which nobody ever goes in there because you don't think of it, right? It's way down the north or the far end of the mall.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's bigger than
giant.
Academy. It's big. And it's row upon row upon row upon row upon row of T-shirts, black T-shirts. There was one medium, and it was a Under Armour, and has the logo, but it's in black.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and got it because it was the only one in the whole stinking store. What is going on? Is there that big of a disconnect between corporate management, inventory suppliers, and stores? They don't realize. They think everybody's either super fat or super skinny.
I think really they just want to push you online. Because, I mean, that happens all the time when I go shopping is...
We can order it for you.
We can order it for you. And I'm like, no.
If I did that, that's not what I want. And you know what? There is a new growing... I read a story the other day, a new growing trend with Gen Zers. They want the in-store experience. They want to go try on. They want to see. And that there's this huge disconnect between box stores, between other stores, and Gen Z and the whole shopping experience.
Jimmy says, should have went to the children's department and got an extra large.
Shut up, Jimmy. You close your mouth. The reason I don't go to the children's department is I know you're hiding in the aisles there.
Candace says, it's possible the mediums were on the top shelf.
Shut up, Candace. Now, hey, I don't have to take that garbage from somebody who hasn't even started their EMT courses yet, which she will be tonight, by the way. So she's a little nervous about that.
Candace, how do you have time for anything more?
She is starting EMT course tonight.
Holy cow,
getting ready. And after her plan, long-term plan, is to possibly go to work for another fire department, maybe even professionally with like Springfield.
To leave customs.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. That's
Maybe.
not
Well, good luck.
Yeah. She's looking at career options.
Yeah.
We call this a midlife crisis, but
Yeah, Loaded Hot says, did you check the children's section?
okay. I'm trying to.
Here we go.
I don't know why. I sit in here and sweat over this hot microphone to no avail. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound right after Dustin Lynch.
On KIX 102.5. If I have to pull this radio station over in Pank,
Oh,
Daddy will
no.
I will.
No.
Look at this. Just stopped.
It's got to have faith, you bet, Candace. Your mouse just died.
Just now. I swear I just replaced this not even a week ago.
Always happens.
That's crazy that went dead so fast.
It's just keeping you on your toes.
This is why I keep extra batteries in here.
Mm-hmm. And now we don't have a trash can to throw it away in.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Mm-hmm.
I know. Right, Candace? Right?
What?
She says, ew.
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 Ew. Did you see? Okay, so also, I'm not going to show you the picture, but my niece, my wife's brother's daughter, whose name is Haley, had a really, really bad ATV accident over the weekend. I guess on Saturday, her and a friend were riding, and it's an ATV. It's like a gator almost. It's a four-wheel. What do they call those? UTVs or whatever, which sounds like a urinary tract infection, but it's not. And
All-terrain, yeah, ATV, right?
UTV is another term. I forget what the U stands for, but
Utility, right?
utility terrain vehicle. Yeah. So she's driving this, and I guess getting a little reckless maybe, and tipped it over onto her legs.
She okay?
And, well, it fractured her ankle, which doesn't sound bad, but it severed, it cut her majorly in 3 areas of her right leg down to the bone in places.
Oh, God.
Severed a number of arteries, severed tendons and muscles. She has had 2 of what will probably be 4 or 5 surgeries. She's in Springfield. They had to life flight her, and we'll be there all week long. We'll have extensive physical therapy before she's able to walk correctly again. They sent us a picture from the emergency room. Jen saw it. It's horrific.
Yeah, it's
I
brutal.
mean, these huge sections with skin and muscle all gone.
It's gone.
And
Missing.
the thing is, in the ankle area, the skin cannot regrow there. So they're going to have to do a number of skin grafting surgeries to be able to repair the leg, the tendon and everything. They're going to have to bring tendon down from the upper part of the leg down to repair all of that. So
Jeez.
it's rough. She's doing fine. I think they have her on some pretty stout medication because every picture she's in there just smiling.
12 seconds. Candace said she messaged Brittany Friday night because she was in town.
Yeah, Brittany's been all over social media, of course, because that's Brittany, but that's her mom. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 720.
Sunshine and low 70s today. It is 43 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 7 minutes. But right now, it's time for you to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
$2,127.50 up for grabs.
All you have to do is be caller number 5 at 623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound?
And starting a week from today, we're going to be giving you 2 chances a day to guess at 7:20 and 4:20 every weekday.
But right now, we're looking for caller number 5 to guess and win.
623-1025.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1. Keep trying.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2. Keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 3. Keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4. Keep trying.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Corey, where are you from?
Frontenac.
Corey from Frontenac.
You are caller number 5. Woo!
All right, Corey, we've got $2,127.50 for you.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it people doing a river dance?
He says, people doing the river dance.
For $2,127.50. That is not it.
What a fun guess, though, Corey. Hey, we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $2,152.50.
And starting a week from today, we're going to double your chances to win 720 and again at 420.
But you'll have another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 720.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. He wasn't doing no river dance.
he was not happy with that.
I like that guess, though, even though it was wrong.
Christine says, no. Caller number 4. Y'all remember the clue we gave you last week?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good clue.
I don't. What was it? That's right. That's what it was. Yep.
Got a minute 5. Yeah, see, Megan remembers the hint from last week.
So I guess with my niece, when they tipped it over, the other girl that was riding with her was not injured, so she had to run get help while she sat there, I guess, with arterial blood flow from her femoral artery.
Gosh, that's so dangerous.
I don't know if she compressed it or what, because it does not take but a minute or two of femoral artery blood loss for you to die.
Gosh. That's so scary.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's right, Megan. Actually, it wasn't plural. It was singular, Megan. Important detail. Christy's like, I think once you see the picture.
Join Zimmer Marketing for Brand Camp April 21st at the main event in downtown Joplin with a free lunch by Rockin' W Barbecue. Reserve your spot at zimmermarketing.com.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to get to win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
Corey from Frontenac,
You are caller number 5. Woo!
All right, Corey, we've got $2,127.50 for you.
If you can tell us what
No one
is
does
this sound.
Except for hipster nerd. Hipster nerd.
Is it people doing a river dance?
He says, people doing the river dance.
For $2,127.50. That is not it.
What a fun guess, though, Corey. Hey, we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $2,152.50.
And starting a week from today, we're going to double your chances to win 720 and again at 420.
But you'll have another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 720.
Thank you.
Morning, Gary Crow. How you doing?
I feel like it's been a long time since we've had brand camp.
Not that long, I can tell you that much.
We have Guns and Hoses tickets we're going to give away tomorrow.
Oh, that's fun. So that's the police versus firefighters game.
Yeah.
And that is to benefit Bright Futures of Joplin.
Mm-hmm.
You should listen to the commercial for that.
Should I?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was really fun to make.
We need some stuff for this month.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm looking ahead.
Is Rose Dawson dancing on a table in the bowels of the Titanic?
Which I saw I love the AI fake videos, especially when they embrace the fakeness. There's a thing now since Chuck Norris died where they're doing famous movie clips and interjecting Chuck Norris into them. And in this one, he dropped KIX, Leo and Kate Winslet off the front of the Titanic. And I was like, that would have been a better way to go with the movie, I feel like. Did anybody watch anything good over the weekend?
I did. I watched a great movie.
Well, yeah, you did. I mean, we assigned you Jen's movie Rehab, but
Yeah. Good Will Hunting was amazing. I'm so glad I finally watched
Will
it.
Hunting. Better not have been.
Thank you for finally assigning it.
We had, Friday, I had to do the Good Friday thing, and then Saturday we played that evening, and then I did 2 yesterday. Not a really bad, but we had start rehearsals at like 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon for the 5 o'clock deal.
Yeah.
But we got done. It was still daylight, but I can't remember what we watched. We started a new series on Apple.
Which is?
The Kerry Washington, what's her name, Moss?
Kate Moss?
Not Kate Moss. Elizabeth Moss?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other girl. I can't remember the other girl, the three of them. I can't remember the name of the show. But in a very un-Apple-like, they released like 4 or 5 of the episodes all at once, which is very rare for them.
Okay.
Usually they do one at a time, and you have to wait every week to see any of it, no matter how good it is or anything. But they did, and we got really invested into this show.
So what is it?
I can't remember the name of it.
I like Elizabeth Moss.
It's a mystery. Imperfect Women's the name of it.
Okay.
It's Elizabeth Moss, Kate Mara.
Kate Mara, yeah.
Yeah, and Kerry Washington. And it's really good. But we watched a lot of stuff that was not very good.
Yeah.
2 or 3 things. We started a show, I think it's called Power on Netflix, that stars oh my goodness. Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
And we're about 2/3 of the way through it. I mean, literally only another 40 minutes or so left in the movie, 30, 40 minutes, and we decided just to quit. We were just so uninterested.
So what's it about?
It's set in the future. There's this drug that gives people these different powers. You never know what you're going to get. The government's involved. Just the story was unbelievable. The acting was unbelievable. This is the guy who starred as Ray Charles in the movie Ray. Have you ever seen that?
No. I mean, I saw the commercial.
We need to put that on the list. Put that on, because it is that good. Yeah, literally became Ray Charles. Won I forget how many Oscars, for that role.
It's just called Ray.
Yeah.
I'll put it right after Michael.
What is the... But I was like, man, what happened?
Morning, Jared. Morning, Kitty. Christy says...
Project Power is the name of it, and it was just not good.
Project Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, that's right.
It was just bleh.
But how was Easter?
Oh, it's good. I mean, everything went. I had one little incident, because you don't do that many productions without there being something. The audience never knew a thing. So there's one point in a song that we do that's real quiet. They're singing and everything. We're doing what's called swells, ambient swells. Mm-hmm. And then it goes into the chorus and doesn't really get big, but the guitar comes in with a lead line right there. Yeah, kind of. But it's not that strong. It's just a very present lead line that I have to play.
So it's not like that one time when you came in guns blaring.
No. It's like the opposite happened this time. So we did it in rehearsal, and our stage director, our production director said, hey, that's a little, when he comes in, it's a little out there. So he was talking back to the front of the house, and I said, hey, I'll control that. I realized that this is set a little too hot, the volume level is.
Yeah. So
I went in and adjusted it and everything. There is a fault, though, in my modeling unit. One of the many bugs is that sometimes when you switch from one scene to another scene, it will not remember or recognize where the volume pedal is set. So even though I had it down, when I switched over to play that lead line, it was off. It saw it as off. So they had just hollered over to the main sound guy and said, make sure that Randy's guitar you attenuate the volume, turn the volume down a little bit. So I hit that, and the guy turned over and said, not that much, and then I turned it up, and we went on, and he's like, I didn't touch anything. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Coming Jen's movie rehab recap right after Blake Shelton.
On KIX 102.5. That was the only thing anywhere. I mean, everything else just...
Megan wants to know if your guitar was even plugged in. Did I see the new Eagles? Of course I did. I showed Randy a picture this morning. In case you missed it, Jackie and Shadow over in Big Bear Valley, 2 of their eggs, or both their eggs, have hatched. So they have little eaglets right now,
It's
and
gonna
they
be
are precious.
2 or 3 weeks before they're eaten size. So
No,
before they
we
get
don't
up to
eat the
fryer
eagles.
size. Yeah,
No,
the
we
other
don't
white
eat
meat.
eagles. That's not
So
what we
you're
do.
going to want to wait at least a couple of weeks before, killing them and plucking them.
Don't do that. Jackie and Shadow would never.
She showed me that picture, and I showed her the bloody leg.
Yeah, we traded
picture.
pictures.
Yeah,
Eaglets,
bloody leg.
Eh.
I feel like mine was more interesting.
They're so cute. And I am so amazed because I don't know if you guys remember this, if you knew this, but Jackie had already laid 2 eggs before the 2 eggs that hatched. And she and Shadow left them, and some ravens came and scavenged those eggs. And so there was some speculation that they knew that the eggs weren't viable, and so they let them go. And so they were like, are we going to get eaglets this season? What's going to happen? And then they wound up laying 2 more eggs, and now we have 2 little eaglets. It's so exciting.
So
That one babies last year and 1 this year. I don't know what you mean by that, Shiala. They had 3
They had more
eaglets
babies?
last year.
Oh.
1 of them passed. They had 2 viable that fledged. 3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine and 70 today. It is 43 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in about 25 minutes. But in the next hour, we're going to be talking about the worst way that you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off.
623-1025 to call or text. You can also tell us on Facebook.
Look what I can do.
Oh, no!
So in the meantime, though, over the weekend, we had another movie assignment for Jen for This is where we assigned Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she came to KIX, she had seen very few, if any, movies.
And so anytime someone would make any kind of movie reference, I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't know what they were talking about.
One of the many things she doesn't get, but that one is specifically.
And so I'm being rehabilitated every Friday. I'm assigned a movie. I watch it over the weekend, and then I come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
So over the weekend, we assigned her the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit that she had never hardly even heard of, much less seen.
Yeah, I knew a little bit about it. I knew, like, Jessica Rabbit's line, like, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah.
But that was, like, one of the most, like, the only things that I knew about this movie going into it. But I watched it with the kiddos this weekend, and I thought it was awesome. I want to say the last, like, 20 minutes or so, I think it got a little bit predictable. I was like, okay, this judge is clearly nefarious. I think he's actually a toon, and he was. I think he's the one that killed the brother, and he did. Spoiler alert. You know, there were a lot of things where I think it's all going to boil down to this guy, and it did. But oh my gosh, the dip was scary. That poor little shoe when it was just squeaking out the judge, and he didn't do anything wrong, and he picks him up and just dips him in there. And
Yeah.
I was like, what did he do that for? But I thought, I mean, the whole story leading up to it, though, before you really figure everything out, I liked the mystery. I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. I liked Roger. I thought he was endearing. And then, of course, you know, Jessica Rabbit. Who's not going to love Jessica Rabbit? So
Right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my kids love this movie. They were both insistent. They're like, Mom, you've got to give it a 10. It's so good. And I was like, y'all, I cannot put it on the same level as The Godfather. Like, it's
Obviously.
good, but come on. So I'm going to give it a 9. Because I
Wow.
really enjoyed it, but my kids loved it, which makes it even better for me.
I think that's a little biased kid-wise, but yeah,
You know,
okay.
I got to give it for the kids, though.
Probably.
So
if you would have known, though, if you had a more connected past, you would realize all of the references that are, especially in the first half hour or so.
it was amazing. When they gave Dumbo peanuts, you know,
Yeah.
at the very beginning, and the little nuances like that, I loved. And you got to see Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny together, and Betty Boop was in there and
Yeah.
things. And I thought it was really cool, all the different cartoons that were referenced.
So we'll have another movie assignment. This time it'll be the animated version of Good Will Hunting for her this coming Friday.
Great.
Yeah,
For
sure.
Jen's movie rehab.
And the 4 states number 1 for country, KIX 102.5.
Was the judge playing Back to the Future?
Yeah, it was the what's his name? Played Doc.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No wonder he looks so familiar. Morning, Tom. But yeah, the judge was really freaky. And I couldn't figure out. I was like, why are the weasels okay with this? They're okay
Because they're tunes.
well, they're okay with their whole town being murdered. All their friends being
Because they're just
murdered.
evil.
And then they literally laugh themselves to death. Like, oh, okay. And the poor car, they poured out
Yeah.
the
It's one of
the
those.
dip.
Christopher Lloyd. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd.
And his poor tires got all messed up, and then he hops in the car to drive.
It's one of the movies that you have to just not look too closely at. You just
I think you have to
face
enjoy
value
it for what it
acceptance.
is.
Yeah.
For sure. I wasn't sure if my kids were going. I thought my kids might find parts a little too scary. They loved it. So that's what we did for Easter. I was like, what do you guys want to do? And they were like listing off all these things. I was like, let's watch a rabbit movie.
An Easter movie. No,
No.
not quite. They even had Bugs Bunny in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the licensing for all of those
And then
things
Donald
must have
and
been
Daffy
like.
Duck having their little like piano off.
Yeah.
And then Acme makes the joke of how they never finished their bit.
How much would that have cost, though, for the license?
It's got to be a lot, right?
Yeah, insane.
And then Valiant catching Jessica Rabbit and Acme playing patty cake. Literally, patty cake. Yeah. That silly wabbit. It was a really fun watch. I enjoyed it a lot. Why does H&M have so much Pokemon stuff?
I don't know.
I'm getting ads for Pokemon stuff at H&M now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Pokemon soccer jersey?
Sometimes, because I buy a lot of stuff from H&M, but sometimes I'll go in there and just feel like, well, I've aged myself out. I can no longer shop here. And then seasonal change, and so will the styles. What's hilarious right now, the big thing in right now are these super wide, oversized, like football jerseys. Tons of them in there. I mean, they have like 3 whole racks full. And I bought one of these, a couple of months ago, or a month, maybe just been a month ago. But I bought one thinking, you know what? I used to wear these all the time when I was a teenager. I had, and they were almost half shirts. So they're really short, really wide. It's a football jersey. And I had a Mizzou one that I wore like all the time. Wore it until it was falling to pieces. And here they are back.
I actually just bought a jersey yesterday. Because it is so perfect. So the department I work in is called the creative department. And I don't know if you even know this, Randy, or not, but when you went to Florida and you got me that gator head, they started calling me Gator in the creative department.
Who's they?
Bobby.
Oh.
And so when I saw this come up in one of the buy-sell trade groups I'm in, I was like, I have to get it.
It says creative. What's it got to do with Gator? Oh. And you had that made?
No. It
just says creative department?
I'm in a buy-sell trade group for specific brands of clothes and things like that on Facebook. And one of the brands makes that shirt. And so I thrifted it yesterday. Which is a really terrible habit. Do not join the thrifting groups on Facebook if you like money. Michael did not like it. He just played with the Easter eggs. Well, how old is he still, Lady Betty? I mean, Winslow didn't like it either. She slept.
Had some pictures of the kids for Easter. There's Candace and her bunch. I swear Greg will not let Murph stand for a picture. He holds him in every single picture they have of him.
He's so tall.
He's going to be 17 years old, and Greg's going to be holding him, I think. I think there is a parenting issue there going on. And here is the other kids.
Oh, look at him all matching with the blue. How cute.
I said, yeah, he looks like a little Poindexter.
That's adorable.
Hang-a-ding.
Mm-hmm.
There's that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
There's us.
Mm-hmm. I saw that one on Facebook. It's a good picture of you guys.
This was the one I wanted to use. And she didn't see the longitude. Oh, you can't see it. Switch cameras. She failed to see the humor in that.
Gee, I wonder why.
I don't know what's wrong with her.
Chicken on the rooftop, slinking up a doobie.
That's also the Amazon package when we got it in the other day.
Good Lord. What a mess.
It was just beat up. And I was like, you need
Why?
to. But there's no place to show that you can rate your delivery, but they don't allow you to tell why you give it a low rating or whatever. I feel like they're just doing that to placate the customer.
Yeah. Probably.
So Artemis 2 is going to be making it to the far side of the moon today.
This will be the first time human eyes have ever seen.
The far side of the moon.
Do you think they're going to listen to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon?
If they don't, I mean, somebody needs to smack them around a little bit. They don't play that at some point. But that's supposed to, I believe they're supposed to reach their apex point by 5 or 6 o'clock this evening.
Yeah.
And then they will begin the return trip home, which will take, I think, 2 days. But yeah, pretty monumental event. Furthest that mankind has ever been into space will be reached today if everything goes well.
And it's supposed to be unbelievably cold.
Oh, yeah.
And they're already having issues with freezing because they can't get the pee off the plane.
It's the temperature, I forget, is like so many hundreds of degrees below zero or anything. There's no sunlight. There's no warmth.
I mean,
So
it's already freezing cold in space anyway.
Yeah, but now they're absent of any light.
Thank you, Megan.
So, yeah, they're urine frozen in the release ports, so they're having to pee and poop in bags.
How
you imagine what that place has to smell like? Because while they can bag up the solids, the gases just float around in there.
Well, what is it like? Is there a smell in space?
No, because there's no air in space.
Right,
but in the capsule, there is. So the smells are any smell that emanates from them is trapped in that capsule that they're in. There's nowhere for it to go.
It just exists.
And accumulates. It must be a stank and a half in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be after a few hours. Now you put these 4 people in the most stressful situation you can imagine.
Right.
Sweats and bodies emanating odors. You know,
Nervous
your body
farts.
produces specific odors when it's under stress.
Yeah.
They're under a great deal of stress. You can only imagine. It must be like riding along in a septic tank.
5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 747.
We'll see sunshine today, highs near 70. It is 43 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 12 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear about the worst way that you've ever injured yourself while showing off.
Show off injuries, 623-1025. In other words, here, hold my beer and watch this.
Hey, you can call or text. You can also tell us on Facebook.
So Easter yesterday, you know what that means for us? For
Well,
adults,
that means
anyway.
way cheaper Easter candy today, right?
That's right. There ought to be a whole aisle in most of the stores, unless they're the stores that go collect all that stuff late at night and put it back in the closet until next year
Right,
when they put the exact same candy back out.
But if you're lucky, it's all half-price candy right now.
Half off Easter candy
Go get
sales.
you some. Go get you some.
Half off Easter candy sale. Tried to sell it, but they failed. Grabbing up bargains on Easter Monday. Yellow peeps of marshmallow. The prices are super low. It's half the price that it was yesterday. All the jelly beans are marked down. The cream eggs are really cheap. I'm overflowing my cart now with discount marshmallow peep. Woo-hoo! Oh, half off Easter candy sale. Chocolate bunnies I'll inhale. Grabbing up bargains on Easter Monday.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
No, Shiala, we can't see the picture you sent, but I'm sure you sent it to the wrong phone number.
Sheila, did you get engaged?
Where do you see in that? She sent it.
To the
You texted it?
KIX Facebook page.
Oh, to the Facebook page. Okay. Did Shiala get engaged? Did you have a baby, Shiala? What? That's
Shiala.
That's a very big ring there.
That's a big
Shiala.
old rock girl.
Goodness.
I feel like there is a story.
Is that real?
Is it real?
You bite your nails, Shiala?
Jeez.
What the heck? Come on.
Story time, story. You got engaged?
Spill.
What?
Where do you see that? Oh, yes. Yes, it is big. Yes, I bite my nails.
Yes, which
I
one?
got
Which one?
engaged. Typical Shiala answer.
Come on.
Yeah, this weekend is the citywide yard sale in the O Show. But we are expecting storms on Friday, late Thursday into Friday, probably Saturday as well. So it's going to be that kind of weekend. I mean, they're talking probably some pretty severe weather this weekend. So I don't know. Rain likely Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would like to be able to get some yard work done. I'm going to get some done tonight. I am going to transplant some pampas grass and a yucca plant.
Pampas grass.
This evening is my plan.
It's a pampas.
Yeah, so we had some. You remember I did last year. I went and dug up pampas grass and transplanted, cut it all up into pieces and transplanted the roots. Some of them came up, some of them didn't. More didn't than did. So I'm going to transplant some other pampas grass that we have in places and cut up one. It's going to be a heck of a job, but I'm going to get that done. I went out yesterday after we got home, after church and everything, to mow the yard. I mean, literally walked out, looked at the yard, and was like, it doesn't need it. It's not that bad. So
yeah. Yes, I am engaged. Congratulations.
Who's the sucker?
Who is the-
I mean, who's the lucky man? Sorry.
Is it who I think it is or no?
You don't have to tell if you're ashamed.
Well, I want to hear the story. Why don't you call us and give us details?
She can't use the phone. She has not announced it yet because you guys, until my brother comes down, then we're going to make it a big announcement. So.
Oh, and here we are being real loud.
It looks like she announced it to me.
Okay, well, we very obnoxiously just announced it on the video. So,
well, here is the thing. Ironically, I've been saving back this morning. Pricey engagement rings are losing their popularity.
Oh, well, not for y'all.
A new survey of 2,000 American adults by banking app Chime finds people are moving away from spending large amounts of money on engagement rings. It says nearly 2/3, 65%, agree that engagement rings have shifted from a symbol of love to a financial burden. The old 3-month salary rule is fading out. That's what it used to be you're supposed to do for an engagement ring. Americans are spending closer to 2 months' salary on rings, and only 24% of married or engaged respondents actually hit the 3-month mark. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Okay, I called. See, I can
thank you.
She can
It's
use the phone.
easier.
She's doing that.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Sheila. How many
Bill,
wrong numbers did you
give
dial?
us the tea.
No.
Well, we went to high school together. We're in the same graduating class. We've been talking for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And last week he asked me.
So was this the guy you moved back for, or was he primary the reason you moved back?
No, well, yes and no, but the main reason was for the baby and for my dad.
For your dad, yeah.
But we do have him to blame for it, too. Okay. Well,
So how did he do it? Can you tell us, or is it if it's personal, you don't have to?
Well, he just came down from work because he lives up in Springfield right now.
Yeah.
He'll move down here next year. He came down and he surprised me, and he's like, "Hey, I got something for you."
Here.
I'm like, "What?"
Here.
He just asked me. I was like, "Ooh."
Did you have any idea what was going to happen?
Well, I kind of did. I mean, I didn't know when because he's like,
Right.
"Hey, I need to know what the ring size is."
Did he let you pick the ring?
I picked the style. He picked the color.
Okay.
I sent him like 4 different ones, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, this one."
Well, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
It's very beautiful. I love it.
Well, congratulations. Don't give us his name or number or anything, because we'll call and try to warn him off.
That's true.
That is true. That's what I'm telling you.
That's right. I'll be like, don't run.
Well, congratulations.
Run.
That is so exciting, Shial. I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited too. So yeah, so if we're getting, we haven't set a date when he comes down this weekend.
Is it a cubic zirconia? Is it a real cubic zirconia?
I think so.
No, that's a fake diamond. He's being facetious.
I don't know.
It's a genuine
Take it somewhere.
cubic Z.
Oh, my Lanta. Randy.
What?
Anyway,
Next time we have a KIX dinner, I can bring him.
you should.
Yeah, you should. We'll
You
scare
should.
him off.
And then you'll never see him again.
Yeah.
Probably.
It'd be like, these are the people you hang out with. Never mind.
This is my life.
Well, congratulations, Shiala. Does he pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, he does.
I bet he doesn't.
He says Sheila.
See, he does not.
No.
That's right. There's a
Okay,
sign.
that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Big old red flag.
We'll catch you later.
All right, congratulations.
Bye.
Bye.
So it says here, skip the ring, put the money towards the down payment on a house you'll never be able to buy. $10,000 will easily cover the cost of half of the hall closet.
Yeah. Now, hold on a second. They're saying that you should spend $10,000 on an engagement ring.
That's should cost around $10,600 on
crazy.
average, which is 2 months' salary of a roughly $62,000 annual salary.
I would have been mad if Kyle spent that much on my ring. I don't want.
I did not on Gina's first ring, but
Jeez.
yeah.
Facebook Marketplace gumball machine.
You could try this alternative. See what you think about this.
The following young couple are two real customers sharing their shopping experience at Stales Diamonds.
Well, we were shopping for rings.
Matching rings.
Matching rings. And we went to the big name jewelry store, but we got like this bad vibe.
Because we're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, they probably thought we were too young. Anyway, that store pretty much blew us off.
Yeah, we went to 3 or 4 other stores.
It was like the same deal. But at Stales, they treated us with respect. And we found matching rings we wanted. Well, here, look at my finger. Let me hold it next to Andrew's ring. Stick out your tongue. Show him the ring. Aren't those beautiful? Oh, here, Swallow. You've got Cookie on yours.
Stales Diamonds, the right jewelry at the right price for the right body part.
Andrew even went back and bought a new gold stud for his pierced
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't know that was.
Golly.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, that took a turn there at the end.
Okay. So, anyway, while we were at the mall Friday night, we went ahead and went down, and we weren't really hungry, so we just went over to Chick-fil-A to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And this guy turns around, he goes, Randy, and at first, whenever anybody does that, I'm always like, what, who, what, where, what? I didn't know the guy. He said, there's a couple of kids over here that are huge fans of yours.
Aw.
So I had to go over and meet Stetson and his sister Stella from Nevada. And Stetson, this kid, he's got these glasses that, his eyes were like huge, and he's like just looking like this. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not taller. So, because, that's shocking.
Of course, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
His dad was like, you recognize his voice? And he goes, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, do you have any Stetson hats? He goes, I do.
No, that's fun. I work outside too much for a multi-$1,000 ring. I would be so mad. Yeah. That was Kyle's thing too, is he was like, I don't want a big, crazy, expensive ring. He was like, I use my hands too much. I work hard, Give me one of those silicone rings or something. Means the same.
So, Erin Hutching texted the word phone book this morning. And I told her that's a weird name for a town. I guess I need to put the roots and boots and hoots and hoses thing in the B promotion.
Bryson says, have you heard about the scam being sent out? I got 2 of them yesterday.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What is I don't know all about this. So I heard a little bit this morning in the news.
So you get a text basically saying that you have unpaid fines or overdue fines, like traffic fines.
Parking or traffic, right?
Traffic, yes. And
it says it's from Jasper County, or does it say?
No. Like for me, I've gotten them from like Kansas. It just generic says Kansas traffic.
Of course,
Kansas. Yeah. And then it gives you a link to pay, of course, and
any text message that comes from a random number that has a link in it, you should know. Do not click the link. That's automatically scam.
Yeah.
If you don't recognize the number or know who it's from,
They're saying even just clicking it can put malware on your phone.
Oh, absolutely. It's an install link is what it is. So it's an install download link. All of these are. And it gives them backdoor access to track. You're like, well, I didn't notice anything on my phone that happened. No, it is tracking all of your keystrokes. So passwords, usernames, accounts, all of those things.
Sunshine today, highs right around 70. We'll see mostly clear skies tonight. Lows dropping down to 43. Sunshine and 70 for Tuesday. Sunshine, low 70s for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
41 in Granby, 39 in Pittsburgh, 43 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're talking about show-off injuries today.
What is the worst way you've seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Jason Aldean.
On the 4 states, number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. If you don't have two-step authentication on every financial account you have, you are insane. That needs to be a thing. If you're just using password protection, you're asking for it. It's just a matter of time before they gain access to that and wipe out. This is happening so much. The two-step authentication thing has to be a part of your security process. And that is where when you go to sign in, it first sends you a text code and you have to put the code in. You need to do that on every single financial thing that you have. And if they don't offer it on your financial resource, you need to get rid of that. Because they don't care about security enough to protect your finances. You should not be using them.
Jimmy says, I get letters and text messages from them.
They see you coming, Jimmy. My wife, I asked her the other day, I was like, do our bank accounts, do they have two-step? She said, no, they're getting it. And I'm like, how do they not have that? So we immediately went in. Now, we have a third-party two-step authenticator. There's no way to get through without first going through this third party. There is a program that you can do that will send authentications for these accounts. There's no way to get into them otherwise. But my wife also uses a password manager, which I think is a disaster in and of itself because I just read 2 different stories about these password manager accounts that got hacked. And they're resourceful, this dark web entities that sell all this information on the internet. They data mine is what this is called, data mining, where they go and collect user information, then sell it to nefarious organizations or people that will then use that and spend the time to go deep diving into your accounts and information. So with these things that you download to your phone, it literally records everything that you type in, every site you go to, every app you pull up, usernames, passwords, no matter whether they're saved or otherwise.
Sheila wants to know if there's a system you can put on your phone to check for spyware. Did you click one of those links, Sheila?
There are a number of them that you can do. Malwarebytes has a pretty good program.
I'm not sure for phones, honestly.
Malwarebytes has one. Most of your phones come with
Morning's Thorara.
Basic security blocking. But for malware, I would say Malwarebytes are a bit defender. I would not use Avast. I would not use Norton. I would not use, what's the other big one? McAfee. I would not use either of those 3. But, and here's what I would do. I would download Malwarebytes onto my phone, run the deep scan and everything. Don't let them upsell you into their subscription, all that. That's all a scam too. But their basic scan is effective. I would scan it, take care of any issues that there might be, and then I would delete it off my phone, uninstall it immediately. Just keep it on there because you don't need it living on your phone. It's just taking up space. And the thing about a lot of these programs is they want to run continually in the background, taking up your processor memory. They're resource hogs. And they want you to become dependent on them. And a lot of them use fear-based marketing, a lot of fear-based marketing. You could lose blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So just uninstall them. You can install them as you need to.
Yeah, Megan says, I've gotten phone calls saying I have to pay fines or police will come arrest me, but they want gift cards to pay. Huge red flag.
Here's another thing. answering a phone call from numbers you don't know. I would not even be doing that. My wife did one the other day, and I said, who is it? She goes, it's a scammer. And I said, why are you still on the phone with them? She knew it was a scammer, was waiting until they got done with their spiel, which they have a targeted, these people are trained. It's not random what they say.
Yeah.
They are trained to manipulate you in the first few sentences that they say, and they will not let you talk until they get that first few sentences out so that they can try to engage with you on an emotional or mental level, usually through fear base, to try to get you to respond. If they can get you to engage with them, then they are trained at keeping you engaged with them. Block those numbers.
Megan said, tell them I'm waiting for the cops to come get me. I'm good at waiting. And then they say they see me, but there ain't nobody around. Wow.
So that voiceover lady that we let you guys hear, that's a fun thing to do. If you're going to engage with them, do it. Pretend you're an old lady and that you, I got, where's my cat?
Yeah.
Play the confusion card. And they look for vulnerable, elderly people or mentally vulnerable.
They want people they can prey on.
Like Shiala, if they want someone like that. So you want to,
run for the woods, Megan. They won't find you.
throw rocks at them.
You got some good throwing rocks, I bet. Got 30 seconds.
Yeah, you better have two-step verification on every financial account you have. You're going to get wiped out eventually.
11 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 807.
Beautiful today with sunshine, a high near 70. It is 43 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about your show-off injuries.
You said, look what I can do. And you tried to do it and didn't.
Yeah, what's the worst way you've ever injured yourself while showing off?
623-1025 to text or tell us your show-off injury.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Low Cash.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So another thing you ought to be doing, I just thought of, is you ought to have a freeze on your credit. Everybody should do this all the time. So you go to I can't think of them.
I know what you're talking about.
Xperia is one. Xperia, Trans, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's 3. There's 3 main credit reporting.
What's the M1?
So
yeah,
what you do is you go in and it puts a hold on credit checks. Nobody can come do a credit check. Without that credit check, they can't open up accounts in your name. We added up a week or two ago how many identity theft things I've been a victim of. Within the past 5 years, I've been the victim of 8 different identity thefts. And I'm very, very proactive. It's not been me that was hacked. It was medical accounts, insurance company accounts, other places through data mining where my information was stored. They were vulnerable and were attacked. However, I have not lost any money as a result of any of those hacks.
Right.
But my social security number, all of my information is floating around on the dark web as a result of this. So because of that, and yours probably is too, let's be honest. Everybody's probably is to some degree or another. So we put a lock on Trans.
I can't remember what it is.
I've got, and I have like 4 different, as a result of a lot of these hacks, these companies have provided me with, extended security. IDX, I think, is one that we use that's been given to us.
TransUnion?
TransUnion is the other one, yes. TransUnion, Xperia, and there is one more. But you can go in. You have to create an account if you haven't already, but they've already got your information. They have every person in the United States.
Right.
They have all their information. And you can stop your credit, lock it. And what it does, and you can have an app on your phone where you can go in and unlock that when you need to. Like we just bought the couch. We bought it on credit. while we were there in the store, they went to do a credit check, and they're like, "Oh, it's locked." My wife went in, unlocked it, no problem. They ran the credit check, everything was fine. Equifax.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Anyway, those should be locked at all times. That prevents anyone from using your information because you would be responsible for that stuff that they do in your name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge legal nightmare to get out from underneath the responsibility of those loans that are falsely opened in your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to freeze them at all times. It's way easier to unfreeze it when you need to than it is to try to recover from someone accessing that.
So can your credit account, can it still fluctuate? It's just you can't pull loans.
You can't pull loans or information or anything when it's frozen. And that prevents anyone from opening or doing any big financial changes in your name.
Bye, Shala.
That's just a good idea.
That and the dogs, all the hounds, Megan.
Oh.
Don't do that.
I worry a bit about my wife's
Why?
stuff. Well, because she's getting to the point where she needs helpers to help her remember passwords, usernames, things like that. And to me, the more and more that you need, the more vulnerable you are. And I asked her not too long ago, I said, we need to go through all your passwords and check and make sure that you have two-step verification set up on everything.
Right.
If you can do bio verification, that's even better.
That face,
fingerprint, that stuff is really, really good. That is like the ultimate right now. There's, without them coming and cutting off your finger and using it, which is not likely to happen for a lot of our bank accounts, but PayPal has that. What shocks me is what's the other? Cash App?
Cash App?
And there's another one. Venmo. Neither one of those do two-step. I'm like, are you kidding me? And they don't do the bio check either. Or I know Venmo doesn't. Cash App might. Venmo, just use your password. That's it. I would not use them. And it shocks me how many people use Venmo.
Yeah, that's what I use. Venmo and PayPal.
Dangerous. Very dangerous. They have instant access to your bank account. I mean, literally somebody could sign into that, send it over to here, and you're wiped out. That easy. Could take seconds and you could be broke. And sorry to generate the fear-based thing, but it literally would be that easy. And Zelle. Yeah.
Isn't Zelle the one where you can buy now, pay later? Isn't that what Zelle is?
Well, all of them have that. PayPal even has that. In fact, they berate me whenever I sign into PayPal with the buy now, pay later option. Yep, that was it, Megan. They came and got her thumbs so that they could sign into all of her devices.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mind PayPal. PayPal is very secure, I feel like. PayPal has bio. They also have two-step verification on everything. Your bigger companies like that, it's just going to be a main thing because they don't want the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So, but you would expect Venmo and Zelle to have it, but they just don't. Stupid. PayPal does, Bryson?
Yeah, PayPal owns Venmo.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. The two do not interact together well. You can't transfer from Venmo to PayPal or vice versa.
Oh, okay.
I've used PayPal for years and very simple, very easy, and it's very secure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any concerns about them because they are. Even after doing a bio check, it'll sometimes do the two-step. Every third time, I think it does the two-step in addition to that.
It just does the bio for me. That's it. 4 seconds.
It's probably because it's Apple. They don't care. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Russell Dickerson.
On KIX 102.5. All right.
I gotta go after this break. I gotta pee. Just set up, come and dance with me. Dogs are born with human-like social skills. A study out of the University of Arizona finds puppies are born with human-like social skills. They tested 375 8-week-old puppies, training to become service dogs. There were 98 labs, 23 golden retrievers, 254 Labrador golden crosses. Puppies were able to find and bring back an object like a cup pointed to by a human. Researchers claim this and similar tests prove puppies are skillful from the start when it comes to social communications, relying on gestures and eye contact. They're biologically prepared for communication with humans from birth. Or they're just super quick learners. I guess the takeaway here is with young puppies born that are socialized, you can give them birthday parties earlier than you thought. Also, super jealous, a genius from the University of Arizona to do this research because they got to just play with puppies all day. Genius. You like the new Mr. MacArthur song? Yeah, I do too. It's got everyone and their dog on that one. 45 seconds.
Bryson really likes the MacArthur song. Jen does not. The Hardy.
I literally just said how I did like it.
You just said you didn't like it?
I just said I did like it.
You did like it? I thought you didn't like it.
Everyone in there.
Was I in here?
That song. 20 seconds. 13.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 818.
Sunshine and low 70s today. It is 43 in Joplin.
And we will give you a look at the week's forecast in just 6 minutes. But we're talking today about the worst show-off injury you've ever seen.
Yeah, you were like, hey, look at this. And then you just injured the daylights out of yourself.
Look what I can do.
What is the worst way you've ever injured yourself showing off?
623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook.
What happened with you when you were showing off?
I was at work with my buddy, and I stepped over a form, and I tripped and starfished onto a pile of gravel.
You weren't even trying to show off.
When you say starfish, do you mean arms out, legs out, face down, flat on the ground?
Yes, exactly like that.
Well, we were all impressed. What's the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
Well, I had a friend back in high school.
I did too. Oh,
don't lie. You never had a friend, Randy.
I did too once. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We had a bunch of girls. There's probably 4 or 5 of them, and he was showing off. And he says, "Watch this." He says, "I can do what the stunt guy's doing. I can punch my hand through a window when he come back out clean."
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, he slid his arm all the way up, and we had to rush him to the hospital. He ended up getting like 37 stitches.
Yeah, how stupid, because when they go through, it cuts, and it cuts the whole way through, and then they yank their fist back, and it cuts again.
Okay, I'm going to let your buddy in on a secret, okay?
Go ahead.
There are way easier and less bloody ways to impress women than punching a window.
Not punching a window is #1. Yeah. So I say this, from a throne of judgment because I once was stupid.
Did you punch a window?
No, I did not punch a window, but I used to chew the tops off my Corona bottles when I played club in the club circuit.
Randy.
I used to be able to bite the top off of my bottle. It's not that hard to do. It's just a leverage thing, But the problem with that is that the glass that's used in the Corona bottles is a subpar glass, or it was at that time.
Right.
And so one time I had one crumble.
No way.
In my mouth, cut my gums and my cheeks and everything. Blood just come pouring out. I'm like, cool, wasn't it? And it was right before I had to go on stage.
Of course
too.
it was,
Of course
yeah.
it was, yeah.
What is the worst way you've ever injured yourself showing off?
This was a few years ago. My grandma, she was at the bar with my mom, and she actually tore her ACL trying to do the twist.
So many of these injuries happen from people trying to dance.
She had to have surgery on it and all, and still to this day, she has problems with her knee from it.
Yeah, I guess she better stick to the hustle.
Kind of a funny way to hurt yourself.
A little bit. What's the dumbest way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Yeah, I really did that. I quit biting the tops off my Corona bottles after that.
Yeah, good call.
I go and just pop the top right off. It was super easy. Didn't hurt my teeth. I mean,
it sounds like it would.
Because you lever, it doesn't put a lot of pressure on them. I was like, oh, Jen just said she did. Who's sitting on a throne of lies this morning? Right? A throne of lies, Bryson. It's like, oh, I really like that song, too. I don't know. I've heard pretty negative comments from her about that song. Throne of lies. It's just a big old pile of lies and dead children. That's what she's sitting on. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Morning. This was more of a kind of a teaching moment. My boy was about 6, and he was riding his bicycle up to the sidewalk and trying to jump the sidewalk. Well, he was doing it poorly, so I was like, here, you got to get a run at it. I hopped on his little bicycle, and I took off. Now, at the time, I was probably doing a quarter.
Uh-huh.
So you got a fat man riding a kid's bicycle around a driveway, and I hit the sidewalk, and I pulled up, and we cleared the sidewalk.
Yep.
And then the bicycle kind of left my feet.
Yep.
And when I landed, I twisted my ankle. And my wife walked out about that time, and she's like, are you hurt? And I stood up, and I was like, no. Yeah, it was bad.
Just walk it off. That's all you can do at that point.
I lived around for a week.
Yeah, the injuries are a lot. They mean a lot more when you're at that age, too.
Well, yeah, he looked at his bicycle like he was terrified of it for a while.
Thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
I don't know if my niece was showing off this weekend, but I kind of thought of that, when she got so severely injured. But I probably have quite a few of these. Me and my little brother used to make plywood ramps for our bikes and jump. And it didn't happen to me. It happened to him. But for some reason, his front wheel came loose from the forks, and literally the wheel came off midair, and he came down on the forks, hit on the ground, flipped him over the top of it, and luckily didn't break his neck or anything. How we survived childhood is beyond me. Christy says she fractured her ankle showing off in front of a guy once, just jumping out of the back of a truck. When she hit the ground, her foot rolled. Look what I can do. So I've actually wrote this down to save. There's a Reddit forum, which we get a lot of our topics from off Reddit forums. What is your weird rule? We've got weird family rule, but this is way more personal. Like this person says their volume on whatever device they're using always needs to be on an even number. I'm this way with my home stereo. So we've got that big Denon receiver, that controls our surround sound and everything. When I turn it up and down, it shows on the TV screen what the volume level is. It has to be on an even. I can't leave it on an odd number. So the problem with this topic is it's almost like, what is your OCD? A lot of it is like that. Here's another one. This weird childhood rule was if I did something to one side of my body, I had to do it to the other side to make it even. Like if my left elbow had an itch, I also need to scratch my right elbow too. That's just insanity right there. I love this one, though. This lady says, I always apologize to my cars when I hit a pothole, big bump, or even if I have to slam on my brakes. I feel bad for my nice, reliable cars getting hurt, so I'll pat the dash and say, oh, I'm sorry. You're okay, right? I've not done that, but I've come close. I think there's been a couple of times, bam, oh my gosh, sorry, to my vehicle. This person always likes to give the airplane a little pat hello as I'm boarding. This girl said her grandmother had a collection of dolls, really creepy ones, and she had to tell each of them every night that she loved them and that they were pretty. She said, I was terrified that if I didn't, they would come alive and kill me in my sleep. I hated that house. That seems a little insane, a little ridiculous, but how many of us have actually lived in the house full of dolls? Me, no. But here's one. Checking behind the shower curtain, just in case. All the time. I will come home and there'll be a creep factor. You know what I'm talking about. You come in and you feel a creep factor. I have to go check behind the shower curtains. And sometimes, I'll first thing I do is run to use the bathroom, but I'll check behind the shower curtain to make sure the psycho killer's not in there waiting for me to get home. And it's stupid because we have motion detectors in our house and everything. So the security system, the fact that it's on armed when I come home and would negate that. Well, we're talking about your weird rule. Mm-hmm. This is a recent Reddit forum, and it's different from your family rule or thing like that. It's very personal, almost like an OCD thing.
Yeah.
Probably too similar to use as an independent topic, but this person always has to end a flight of stairs on their right foot, which must make for some weird little skips towards the end of the stairway. I have to always eat the broken chips first because the whole ones deserve better. What?
Okay.
I shake the milk before I pour it.
Why?
To mix it up, I guess. I don't know.
It ought to be mixed up anyway.
Yeah. Picking up paper towels from the floors of public bathrooms before washing my hands. I do this.
Okay, yeah.
Takes less than a minute, and the janitor could probably use a tiny bit of a break.
Yeah.
At 65 plus, this person says, I still feel like I'm contractually obligated to run and ride the grocery cart on the way to returning it.
No, I love that.
Do you, if your car hits a big pothole or a bump or something that is, startling or anything, do you apologize to your car?
No.
You don't pat the dash, say, oh, you're okay?
No.
No? Okay, this lady does that. I don't do quite that level, but I do go, oh, I'm sorry, kind of apologize sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
You okay? Maybe I even ask if it's okay. And I said this one.
If we're going up a big hill or something.
Come on.
You can do it. I'll encourage my car that way.
My volume needs to be on an even number. That's a thing. But that's almost like an OCD. Chicken feather?
I don't know where that is and what it came from. Megan says, I have a cedar chest full of porcelain dolls in the she shed. They do not come inside. One's 5 foot tall and looks like me.
Well, actually, they do come inside, Megan, but it's while you're asleep, so no big deal.
Creepy.
5 foot tall doll that looks like Megan. Do the neighbor kids like playing with that? Especially Tommy from down the street. He's like, can I play with that doll?
It gives me the ick. Very creepy.
I like to wash off the counter and everything before I wash my hands too, if I can, if I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
I think there's two type of people. There's the people who do not observe how they're parking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sunday, I parked 3 times before I could leave the vehicle to make sure I was perfectly in the space.
Yeah.
And there was a person next to us angled over into the other parking space.
That drives me nuts.
There's the people who don't take back their shopping carts.
Also, those people drive me crazy.
And there are the people who just leave stuff laying around anywhere for everybody else.
Mm-mm.
That is psychopath, and I try really hard to not be in that category.
Yeah.
You all the way up. You're not gonna, Megan, they have keys made. They've had copies of your keys. How long have they been out there? You don't think they know your routine? You don't think they know all the ways in and out of that house?
Switch it up, Megan. Switch it up now. Hurry.
Come on. They know. They have been around. What have they had to do all day? Except think about ways to come in and pet your hair while you're sleeping.
Ew. Making it weird. You know what we've started doing that I have just found so just therapeutic? I love it. So we are doing a massive spring cleaning out of my closet, which is desperately needed.
We did ours like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
I went through and, I have 2 closets. I have the closet in my recording studio. I have the one in my bedroom. One in the recording studio stores all the clothing that I don't wear during the summer, and vice versa during the winter. So I did that switch over about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And in the process, we also put together 4 bags of stuff for Goodwill.
I'm up to 5 bags of just my stuff.
There you go.
And it feels so good to purge.
1 bag was mine. The other 3 were Gina's. Yeah, in your closet, you can see everything, and it hangs freely. It's not all bunched in there now.
And Kyle and I, because it got to a point where I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I kind of like it. And he's like, have you honestly worn it in the last 6 months?
Yeah.
Like, no. Are you going to wear it this week?
Get rid of it.
I don't really want to. And he's like, okay.
Quit being a hoarder.
Done. Yeah.
And unpack your stuff that you have in the garage. How about that? How about that? That bothers me.
That does bother
me. It
you.
does
So now
bother
we have
me.
5 bags worth of stuff. And I was like, so what do I just donate it to Goodwill? Do I just do a
just drop
massive,
it off.
like, pay $100 and you have basically a whole new wardrobe? Because this has got T-shirts, sweaters, dresses,
Now,
skirts.
there are essentials. You know,
Pants.
pants. If you have white T-shirt, even some of my T-shirts I had to go through and I'm like, I'm never going to wear this color again. You know, this is no longer in style. It was then. I just had to be honest with myself. Am I going to wear this?
Right.
And if you're not, then get rid of it. Don't say, well, I could. No, that's not a qualifier.
That's where Kyle and I are very different. He still has clothes from high school. He will wear that stuff to the ground.
Well, and when you purchase clothes, you ought to be doing the same thing. Is this something I'm going to wear for 10 or 11 years? I had to buy, like the shirt I wore yesterday. I probably am never going to wear that again.
Yeah.
I hate that. What are your opinion of? I want verb I can use there, say to do of.
It looks good.
It's the aquamarine weird color. It's kind of an Easter eggy. There's a better representation of the color of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know. I kept it in my main closet, but I'm like, I probably won't wear this again.
She just went out and checked.
Yeah. Well, of course they're not going to move right now, Megan. And you don't think they can hear you come out the door? Everybody's like, shh, lay still.
It's like the Andy trend on TikTok. Andy's coming.
Yeah. And
Megan's coming.
You know, what is the name of the one? Damon. Lay still. Did you see the one? Had its eyes turned towards you when you pulled open the thing and it's looking at you? Megan?
Creepy. So Kyle thinks we ought to try to sell the clothes. Because he was like, you spent money on all these things.
That's a lesson in disappointment and futility. There is the one major clothing purchaser. You might get $15. And for the most part, they're going to say, we don't want any of this, and we only want these 2 items, if that.
So his big thing is he was like, he said that he'll download Facebook Messenger.
Oh, good
and try to sell it just like in bulk. Here's 5 bags of clothes, these sizes, $75, $100, whatever, you get it all. Whole new wardrobe.
I don't know about that. I mean, that might be a thing. I doubt it. Who would do that? Who would have $75 to throw around on stuff that they might
I've done
or
it
might
before.
not
I know
want?
tons of people that do it that way.
That's such a huge gamble. No, I mean, for another thing, you could go to somewhere like Palin's closet or
Plato's
closet. Plato's closet. Yeah. Plato's closet, and probably get more stuff for $20, $30 that you would wear. Now, I never find anything at Plato's closet anymore.
I don't either.
It's like really low quality stuff.
And their prices are stupid now.
They are stupid. And it's different in other towns, the Plato Closet. You go to Springfield's Plato Closet, totally different. Totally different experience than the one here in Joplin.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But I've got Maurice's, Cato's, Lane Bryant, Torrid, Victoria's Secret, Ava and Viv.
How old are they, though? Is it really relevant style? That's the hard thing.
Yeah.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:35.
Sunshine and low 70s today. It is 43 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in the next hour. Plus, we've got the Monday edition of the Morning KIX Takeover getting ready to start in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote on the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about the biggest show-off injury you've ever seen.
Yeah, the way you hurt yourself and you were just trying to look really cool.
Or maybe you saw somebody doing this and want to tell us about it.
623-1025 to call or text.
What's the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
Me, my brother, and my cousin were running through the woods. We decided to race each other so you could get back to the house first. We were at Grandma's.
Yeah.
And my cousin, he was quick, and he's running, and me and Dutch are behind him, and he turns and looks at us and goes, "You're never going to catch me." And he turns around and eats it right into a tree. Lays right on his back.
Why can't you have a camera running at times like that?
Right?
I mean, that was movie worthy.
This reminds me of the time when Randy was like, "This is really easy to get down this hill, Jen. You just got to go sideways like this down this hill, Jen." And you know what Randy did? Biffed it. He slipped and he fell and he rolled down the hill and hit a tree.
I
and
did
it was
not
the
roll.
funniest
I did not
thing
roll
I had ever
down
seen.
the tree.
You don't know, you rolled down the hill into a tree.
I did not roll down the hill.
It was so good.
I slid down and I stopped purposefully behind the tree, using the tree to stop my slide.
What is the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
My husband stuck his tongue to an electric fly swatter.
No, he didn't. Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. So wrong on so many levels. For one thing, it's an electric fly swatter with fly guts all over it.
For another, it's electric.
Right?
Well, you know, battery operated, the little tennis handle thing.
Yeah, did he get a charge out of that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It sparked.
What is the worst way that you've ever heard of someone injuring themselves showing off?
This is a double whammy. We was at a public pool when we was kids, and there's this older guy, probably about 30, mid-30s. He was on the high dive, and he would take his feet and flop down. He would just kick his feet out and flop down on his butt and then dive in the pool.
Right.
Well, he did that. Well, he misjudged it once. It raked all the way down his back. Looked like a cat got a hold of him, and then did a belly flop right in the water.
I saw a kid fall off the high dive once, so I'm kind of intimidated by those, you know.
Yeah, sure.
What's the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
I was out by the lake. I was standing at the edge of the bluff. A buddy of mine had a can of kerosene, and I had an extra white T-shirt. I decided to soak that T-shirt in the kerosene. I took a lighter, and I set the shirt on fire. I said, "Wash this." I ran. I jumped in the water.
And you got burned, of course.
Yep, and I was just nothing but a flaming ball headed right down to the water.
Yeah.
Do you still have the marks?
No, not anymore. My hair all grew back.
Luckily, I mean, you could have been one of those hairless freaks like Randy.
Hey.
I looked like an albino for a little bit.
What a perfect ending to that. Yeah, all the hair grew back. What's the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
623-1025 to call or text.
It's the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5.
Yes. He slid in slow-mo, and it was so funny because he was so confident about it and talking about how easy it is.
I was like, walk sideways, showing her how to place feet because she was freaking out.
I was scared.
And I was
never done
like,
it before.
turn your feet sideways. And when the scree under me broke loose, I just slid down and hit the tree. I did not fall. I did not fall over. My hands did not come into contact with the ground. I just slid down and hit the tree. It's like, ha, 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 you belly slid. And I'm like, I'm fine. It's
It was funny.
Never heard the end of that or the shorts. So here's a question.
The shorts.
Speaking of the clothing thing, which do you guys think is better? Selling it or just getting rid of it? You've had your experience with that clothing. You've gotten your usage out of it. You're done with it. You just want it out of your mind.
So that was my first thing is I was like, Kyle, I can just donate it.
I'm done with it.
Right.
And be done with it.
Right. And then if it goes to people who need it, it's even better.
Yeah.
But he was like, but you spent all the money on these pieces of clothes.
That's a valid
some
argument,
of that money
too,
back,
I feel like.
you know? Especially if you're getting rid of so much clothes. Like, we have 5 bags of clothes so far. So he's like, at what point are you going to have to start replenishing what you're getting rid of, you know?
Well, are you saying you weren't going to if you kept all this stuff?
I probably would have. I just would have made my closet, you know, more of a pain
crowded.
to
Yeah,
deal
that's what I'm saying. You're going to be buying more clothes.
Right. Exactly.
So don't say, I'm going to have to replace all this stuff. That's not the thing. You are going to be buying more clothing. You're just getting rid of stuff you no longer wear or use.
Right.
For whatever reason. My problem with the whole selling thing is that's a lot to manage. There's a lot of time and effort invested into that. You got to take pictures of stuff. You've got to manage it on social media. Then there's the whole interaction with the people who buy that, which can be questionable in and of itself.
So yes, we do have a woman here who does sell her clothes and stuff on Facebook, and she will go through individual pictures, price, or whatever. I don't have the patience, the time for that. But there were also people who just post up, I have this giant trash bag of clothes, this size, these brands, this is what I'm asking for.
It'd be funny if you slipped a fake body part or two in there with it.
Get what you get with it, you know? And I've done that before, and I've gotten some really cute pieces. I've also done that before, and then all the pieces that I was interested in weren't in the bag, which was very annoying. So it's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
But I'm not a crappy person, I don't think. So I try to be
I would
honest.
argue that. I think the problem with that kind of buying is you're defeating the purpose of cleaning out your closet. Because you just ended up with a whole bunch more clothing and maybe one or two items, like you say, out of that is usable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that personally. And I like the idea of, part of the deal with cleaning out your closet is getting rid of, cleaning, creating space. It's therapeutic.
Yes.
But if then you have to spend the next 3 months managing this stuff that you cleaned out, that's, to me, is even more stressful.
Yeah.
The idea of taking it to Goodwill, you drop it off, the guy even comes out to the car and gets the bags for you, and you're done with it.
Kathy says if you try to sell it, then you have a bigger chance of talking yourself out of getting rid of it.
That is true, too. Good point, Kathy. I didn't sell it, but I don't have time to manage with it now. I'll just put it back in the closet. Maybe I'll wear it again. And the next thing you know, you're even more cramped.
Yeah. Well, right now I have 5 giant bags of clothes in my living room.
I feel like my wife's closet situation is a bit pack ratty.
Yeah.
Now, she did clear out a ton of stuff, but it took her 4 or 5 days to get everything managed and switched. She has 2 big closets and a lot bigger than mine, and they are crammed to capacity full of stuff, even after cleaning out.
Yeah.
But, and it makes it hard, too, to pick out stuff to wear, to plan your wardrobe right. So,
yeah. It just gets to be really stressful and overwhelming to just thumb through it.
And depressing.
Christy says, I donate mine to the DAV. That way the veterans get back.
DAV, Goodwill, one of those places. Yeah.
Megan says, I just trash it. Most of mine are already thrifted anyway.
I know Goodwill will give you a receipt that you can utilize if you itemize your tax deductions. But the problem with the receipt is they want a description. They want item numbers, all this stuff, estimated cost value. It's a mess, too. We don't ever mess with that.
There's also the big yellow bins right across the parking lot.
Yeah, that you can just dump them into. So I forget who manages that or who takes care of that, but it's probably Plato's Closet. I don't know. I don't know
either.
But I get both arguments, but just for me, it defeats the whole purpose to have to spend 3 months, 2 to 3 months, managing this thing that you wanted to get done. Getting done is one of my big goals. That's my OCD is I'm done with that. I had my closets cleaned out and managed within half an hour. Was done with everything and had gone up and even cleaned out the top of. There's now room for stuff that I didn't have room for before. It's a lot easier to find. Like my work clothes, I don't have a specific place for, so they go up on the top closet. I don't have many. I've got 2 different work outfits, and these are the kinds that I would pour concrete in or roof a house in. But now it's easier to grab that stuff when I need to. I don't have to go looking for it, trying to find it. My lazy around the house pants, I guess you call them, sweats and that kind of thing, they now have a drawer. And
yeah, see, that's kind of what we did too, is we reorganized. I took everything off the top shelf in the closet, pulled it all down, went through all that, went through all the stuff
top
on the
shelf
floor.
is where crammed.
Everything just gets shoved. And then we organized my closet. Okay, here's sleep stuff. Here's specific work, like KIX and Zimmer stuff. Empty. Here is whatever, I
color. Got white, black, blue,
Love
gray, green, all the shirts that match that. And then long sleeve shirts on the bottom, T-shirts and other shirts on the top, short sleeve shirts on the top, jackets over on this side, and in the center I have the shelves, and those are where the jeans are folded and put up, and then the drawer has sweaters.
If they're really nice, take to consignment, and you either earn or they can get rid of it for you. I don't know.
I bought one of those. When did we do this? 5 years ago or so? I bought one of those closet inserts.
Mm-hmm. We want to get those for the kids, for their closet.
You've got to be very specific about the sizing. It was a booger to put in, the one that I got. And we bought it from Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere.
Sarah says, my clothes are sorted by item and color too. We used to have, bless my husband, we used to have all of our books color coordinated, and it was so cool looking.
Color coordinated?
Oh yeah, and I loved it.
So this is the thing that I got.
Yeah.
And it's this thing. And it's got shoes on the bottom. Yeah, I forgot about that. So that drawer there, the thing is there's more shelves. I think I have 2 more shelves in there. And I can stack my jeans on that. And then I put up the additional rail down here.
And this is the first closet, not the second one, right?
That's mine. Yeah, my second one. And Gina's what we did. She didn't want an insert. She didn't want something to take up all that space. So she says, why can't you just put up railing for me? So that's what I did. So she has the top one. Yeah. She has this bottom one. But then we bought these shoe caddy things that you can buy on Amazon. And they're modular. So they snap together. They're really, really stout. And I think it's like $18-20 for a kit.
Where'd you? Yeah, you said you got that on Amazon?
Yeah.
Do you have a link?
I can find it. So there's a picture of like her shoes down there. And it keeps the dust off of them. Now, I also have hat boxes for caps. And they are in drawers that are closed. They're like Tupperware, but they pull out so I can see all the hats.
So we've got a hat rack, but we don't have a shoe rack. So our shoes just live on the ground at the bottom of the closet.
Let me find it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Another gorgeous day today. Sunshine, low 70s. It is 43 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX Takeover Monday edition starting in just 5 minutes.
And it's brought to you by Fast Monkey Auto in Carthage.
But we're talking today about show-off injuries.
Yeah, what is the worst way you've ever heard of someone injuring themselves while showing off?
623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook.
What about you? What is the worst injury you've heard of someone receiving?
I'm actually going to tell him myself.
Please do.
One time we were all hanging out at my friend's house, and my buddy jumped over a chair. I thought, I can do that. Well, I tried to jump over it, and I pretty much dolphin dived over the chair, landed on my rib, bruised 3 ribs, and was in pain for about 4 weeks.
So dolphins are mammals, and mammals are people, but dolphins are not people. It's not the same thing.
No, they're in the water.
Yeah.
What's the worst way you've heard of someone injuring themselves while showing off?
So my husband at the time was driving around showing off on a golf cart, and he actually threw me out of it. Not only did he throw me out of it, my leg got stuck underneath the golf cart and fractured my tibia, tore my ligament and PCL.
Wasn't that he was injured while he was showing off? You were injured while he was showing off, which is why he's her ex-husband.
Soon to be, yes.
What's the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off?
There was a guy that worked at a manufacturing facility, and he was dancing on a table, and he jumped down, and he was dancing, and he went down into the splits.
Uh-oh. That's never a good idea.
Let's just say he went out on a stretcher. It was at lunchtime, too. So the break room was full.
Talking about show-off injuries.
What's the worst way you've heard of someone injuring themselves while showing off?
Okay, I was in a shooting class at Missouri Southern. This was a long time ago.
Oh, no.
And they were having a quick draw contest.
Oh, no.
And the kid shot himself in the leg. But luckily, the paramedic class was in session upstairs.
Right.
So they got hands-on training.
Hands-on.
Tell us the worst way you've ever seen someone injure themselves while showing off.
623-1025 to text or tell us on Facebook.
We got the Morning KIX Takeover starting in just 5 minutes.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Is this it? No. There are these that all have doors on the front of them and stuff. We don't have anything like that.
I don't think I need doors. I just need something to keep them organized and stacked. And if I can add more or less to it as my shoe collection changes.
I really like these. You can make them double or single. You know, they have different ways that they fit together, but I'm having trouble finding it.
All right, so I've got meetings, so we got to be quick getting off today. Tomorrow we are talking about the worst time you've ever experienced the call of nature. I'll tell you about the time I peed off the side of a mountain.
Oh, nice.
Yep, we'll also be giving away Guns and Hoses tickets. And Secret Sound continues 215250, I believe, is what that is.
And don't forget, we're only a week away from 2 times a day to play, and only 2 weeks, well, maybe not even 2 weeks away from your first photograph hint. We've already got them ready to go, so
get ready.
Yes.
Gorilla nibble.
Have a great rest of your Monday.
Bye.
Bye.